Welcome back to another episode of Kick Chat brought to you by Kick Your Game. Today we got with us my boy Jamin. You got your host D.
You got what's good,
Yep.
guys?
And let's get into it. Jay, what is
Yep.
that first pair of sneakers that got you into the culture?
First pair of sneakers that got me into the culture. I actually got two. I had the first ones, low top, snakeskin, blue 11s. Remember those from like early 2000s?
Yeah.
Those were my babies. Like they're not even OGs. They retro. Oh man, I just remember when it came out, and I was a young kid. I was about like 10 years old. So mom dudes wasn't buying them for me. So I had to watch all the adults have them and stuff. The kids in my classroom rocking them, and I couldn't get them. And I craved them joints until I was able to actually buy them. And I didn't buy them until I was like 21. So I had to get those.
That's the best feeling.
That's the best feeling. So when I copped them, I got them for a good price too. And they're like almost 10 years, 15 years old, like around 10 to 15 years old. So you had to baby them when you wear them. Had to make
Yeah.
so it won't come apart, all that stuff. But I got some good wear out of them, man, and I love them joints. And then I sold them back, and I made a profit off of them. And then my other joints were the bread ones. I had to get them. I got those when I was a kid. Then I rebought them when it came out with the ones, and I got them right here. So they're still my favorite joints right here. Love them to death. Love seeing the X on the back. These my babies, man.
Oh, you got
So
the
these
band
right here.
the band
Yeah,
one.
hold on. Show that
Yeah.
X in the back again. What size is those?
These are 10 and a half, man. 10 and a
Oh
half.
yeah, I remember we was around the same size. I remember that.
Yeah. And I remember when Nike brought them out, it's like came out what 2010, something like that, 2010. And it was a weird release. Like they only dropped them in like Portland or something like that. And they end up in different shelves in like some weird stores. But I was able to track them down and I got it for a decent price. Like some places were selling them for 400 and stuff like that. I got them for like 2 something, brand new. And that's when I had like sneaker connects and stuff like that. But yo, these my babies, I'll never give them away. I'll wear them to the soul fall off.
Got you. Now this next question is for all of us, but Jamie is a little bit different for you because you said you actually you've detoxed,
Yeah.
you're no longer that avid sneaker addict that we
Yeah.
met that I met a few years ago while in
Yeah.
college. How did you do that, and how is that going for you, sir?
Yo, be honest with you, I don't know how I did it. Like, I was bad, yo. Like, I'm not saying bad, 'cause I used to love it. I still love it. I just don't. Yo, at one point, I had around at the peak of my empire, son. It had to be like 250 sneakers, and it was crazy. And I used like I could have went like at least 6 months wearing a different sneaker,
Yeah,
and I would not repeat. Yo, and it was crazy. It became like I don't know, like it was just like in my blood. It was nothing to me. I could track down sneakers with ease. I could sell them with ease. I could just get whatever I want. And it was a point where every sneaker I ever wanted growing up, I had. And I think I just had my satisfaction. I just hit it. I don't buy sneakers in volume anymore like I used to. I just slow down complete. If it's something I want and I'm feeling it, I'll go look it up to see what is the price is looking like. And if it's reasonable, like I will go get it. But it's like the volume stopped. Like I'm not going after sneakers in volume like I used to. So like right now, I tell you right now, I'm due for a new sneaker. I know I'm due for a new sneaker. So I've been looking online to see what I really want. Like my bread fours that I had the countdown pack bread fours. They're
yeah.
basically I can't do them anymore. So like I know I want that sneaker back. So I'm shopping to see where I can find another pair of fours that's in a good bread fours that's in a good price range. Even the ones that came out recently, or if I can get another countdown pack that's in some good condition, I'll cop that. But I was able to detox mainly because I found a new hobby. I got into cars heavy. So
Got it.
that really pulled me away from the sneaker scene because car parts ain't cheap. And so like I've been building cars for some time now, and that got my attention. So it took me out of the sneaker game and put more attention to the car scene. But that's
Got it.
really
Okay.
yeah. But
Got
I'm not
it.
done.
As long as you ain't give your J's for some hard bottoms, like when you're not
Nah,
collecting them, I'm
that's never that. Like one thing I love doing with the kids, with my students, Like I'll become professional a couple of days and then bang, switch up on them and they're like, yo, what is that? I'm like, yeah, I got my heat still. Like, don't front on me. I still got it. So they enjoy that. But like when I first started teaching, it was like, hey, I'll be stunting on them with some sneakers. But now it's like I throw it out them in little bits and pieces now. Like I still got it, but
Nah, because I remember when we had that first class together.
yeah.
Like, all right, first of all, if you were a dude in the education department, bruh, you were like rare. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was the class was like, yo, mostly like, yo, 80% girls.
Yep.
And I remember like the first class I had with you, I'm like, oh, all right, son got feet. And I kept, I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's see who repeats a pair first. And we was going for like 2 weeks, no one
had it. Remember that.
came in with this white cement fours, but you had to do the right thing, the yellow, green, and red on the bottom. I was like, nah. That was the first time. I'm like, yo, no, hold on. I gotta ask son where he got that from. But we've been silently beefing for about 2 weeks. But nah. Now we gotta talk.
Yeah, man.
I was like, yo, that's just not how the sneakers. That's how that part right there was the history of it. And I was like, nah.
Culture.
Ever since that, we've been rocking.
Sneaker culture, man. I love that. Like, yo, you see sneakers in the TV show, you seen in the movie, just like it's stuck in your mind, and you just always remember that. So do the right thing with the bugging out with the fours. Like you seen that. Whew, this outfit you wanted to imitate, everything down to the shorts, to the shirt, everything you wanted to do. The African pendant, I had all of that. I still got my medallion. Like you wanted to just be in that time period, and it's like frozen in time for you. Whenever you put some sneakers on, you still think about those moments. That's how it is, man. Every sneaker.
All right. Man. So, this one is for you. Do you ever see yourself walking away from the game? Do you see yourself at a certain point retiring?
I felt like I had gotten there, but then like Jordan, I came back. You know what I mean? And it was a point where I was just like giving away. I wasn't even selling sneakers anymore. I was just giving them away. Like I had some 88 threes I just gave away.
I know.
I could have sold them for bread. Exactly. I know you know. I'm just saying. I was giving away sneakers to the point where I was like, I was trying to be responsible. You know what I mean? I was, I had just gotten together, moving out the house. I was like, let me be responsible. Can't start spending my money on sneakers. So I was just giving away kicks. And like 2 or 3 months into a new house, I was like, nah, this is not me. I was like, does the game miss me? So I came right back and got heat. So I was like, do I feel like there's a point where I'm just gonna be like, I can't buy sneakers? Never. So never. I feel like that time has come. That time is come and gone, and it's to the point where I feel like sneakers are my purpose in life. So I don't ever feel like I'm going to phase out of that aspect of the game.
So, all right, for this question for me, I used to think that there was a retirement plan in the sense of, yo, when we were growing up, it was pretty much just retro Jordans. So I was like, yo, at a certain point, I'm going to have everything that I've ever wanted. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna have all the OGs and like those colorways that I was just missing, like those childhood gems. At a certain point, I'm gonna have all of them, and then at that point, I guess the game is done for me. You feel me? Like, you know, when Ash caught all the Pokemon, like yo, it was just supposed to be done. But then, just like Pokemon, they opened up Emerald City, and Jordan started doing collabs and just bringing out new heat colorways. And the other day it hit me. I'm like, bruh, there's no retirement from this. You feel me? Like, I never wanted to be that old dude. You feel me? Still, like, I definitely won't be that old dude still dressing like I'm young. You feel me? As I'm aging, my dress code is changing a tad bit. You feel me? I'm not old yet, so I'm not dressing like, you know, an old man yet. But like, I can see it getting there. But I still don't see me stop buying sneakers. Like, I might catch myself stop wearing sneakers as much as I do, but I don't see me stop collecting. Like at this point, like I really feel like it's one of those things where it's like it's past just having them to wear. Like, it's I just have to have them. You feel me? Like I have to have. Like I really don't see myself retiring. Like I thought I'd be able to walk away from the game, man. Listen, the game gonna have to walk away from me. I don't see it ever happening.
I feel you on that. Yeah.
All right, so let's end this depressing segment right here. What's your favorite sneaker silhouette? Oh, let's start with you. What's your favorite sneaker silhouette?
Ooh.
I think we talked about. Well, I might have talked about it before, but it has to be the one. And the reason why I say the one, right? Um,
Good choice.
it's because once again, it's the shoe is a slimming shoe. So if you have like
Yeah.
exactly, it's a slimming shoe. So if you have like, and it can fit any feet. Like if you have like long, oblong feet, the shoe still looks fine on you. Like if you have like huge feet, like fat feet, still look fine on you. And the soles are made for that reason. They're not like a Converse, so where the bottom of your feet is going to start to hurt after a while. Um, so definitely the one because and another reason, right? You could throw any set of colors on a pair of ones, and it will look perfect. Doesn't matter what color.
Yup.
Like, you could pick
And
any three colors out of the palette, and it will still look beautiful on that shoe. So those are the top reasons why that silhouette is my favorite. You know? You can throw any color on it, and it's beautiful to the eyes. Like it's beautiful to the eyes. Like you could go anywhere and everybody's gonna know that's the one, right?
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere and everybody's gonna know what other like silhouette unless it's like the three or yeah, unless it's like the 3 or the 11 where it's just patent leather. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But the one definitely.
damn. Like, this is a tough question. I'm thinking about it right now. Like I feel you on the ones too, because the ones are versatile. They are so versatile. Like it is crazy. And like I rock the ones more than anything, to be honest with you. Man, my favorite silhouette, like this so like I'm running through all of them in my head. Oh man, like the ones I wear the most because they just fit everything and they just comfortable, like you said. Man, but my favorite silhouette I'm leaning towards in my head because I remember this one messed with me when I first saw it. The eights. The eights were just
Ooh,
they it was like '03 when the white ones came out. Remember the black chromes and the OG colorway? The one that's on the card when they
yeah,
first retro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I was
remember that
in like
they dropped not too far from each other.
yeah. And that the '03 is the best run of them to me, besides the OGs. They were so the padding was there, and the ankles, they were big.
Yep.
Like you felt like putting on something new for the like this is like it was just blew your mind. The flaps. Like they just took the shoe game to a different level. Like you didn't expect that from Jordan. And like, what was this extra material you putting on these sneakers, man? And I remember it just blowing my mind. And like the when the Aquas dropped in what year was that? 2000 and what? 2008? The Aquas came out for the first retro of the Aquas.
The first retro, yeah.
I had to get them. I had to get them, man. I wasn't working yet. I was a 10th grade in high school, man. And I remember like I bust my ass to get my grades so I could get them from my mom to spot them for me. I had to
I
bust
think
my
I still have that pair.
that's the one sneaker I regret selling. The one sneaker I regret selling, man. I love them joints. Like, the nickname was the Bugs Bunnies. We just love them joints. So it got to be the eight. Those flaps did it for me, just strapping them up. And even if you play ball in them, yo, the ankle support from them suckers, yo, like they just felt good. And it was a solid shoe. It was heavy, but it was a solid shoe. So it got to be the eights for me. The ones is a runner up.
Uh,
The eights.
you brought up the eights. All right, so I remember those chromes from '03. I remember I had them. And I just never forget the day my dad took those Jones when outside and shoveled snow. Bruh, bruh. Now the thing was, he woke up super early, like on a Sunday too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was a Sunday or just a snow day, so I was just in the crib. And like, yo, I remember I woke up and I seen him in the kitchen. I was like, oh, we gonna go through the snow? He's like, I did it already. So I'm like, yes, you feel me? I don't gotta go outside and shovel. Bruh, his bedroom door is right next to the front door, right? And I don't remember why I was going downstairs. I think they sent me to the store for something. I opened the door and I just seen them things in the hallway dripping. I said, "Oh no!" He did not shovel and soap in my Chrome 8s, man. My dad was a wild guy, man. But my favorite silhouette would have to be the Jordan 3.
Mm.
Now, here's why I say the 3, because at least for me, the 3 has stayed the most constant in a sense of if you really want to go back to, let's say, '03, '02, like the early 2000s, late 90s,
Right about that, yeah.
the ones, they were the ones, but they weren't it wasn't the thing like that. You feel me? Like, ones were low at that time, and I really think it was because of the way jeans were cut at that time. Personally, the way jeans were cut, they were more baggy at that time, and they looked better under shoes like Air Force Ones. The Dunks were cool at that time. Like the ones with the way they were high top, they just didn't fold well with the jeans at that time.
Mhm.
The way our pants are cut now, completely different. So the ones are extremely popular. But for me, the 3 is that timeless shoe where no matter what decade, you cannot talk about a decade. As long as Jordans were popping, the 3s are popping. You feel me? Like also the 3s have that camouflage ability. Like now that we say we're getting older, you could rock those 3s with work clothes, and they don't look crazy out there. You feel me? Like the ones is the most. I think now is the most popular Jordan silhouette, but my favorite is forever gonna be the Jordan 3s.
That elephant print, man.
Listen, and it's the one. It's the first. Is it Jordan 3s? It's the first Jordan Tinkers by the collab too. You feel me? Like that's the one that changed the game. Like
I think it's a
the
bad.
one, yeah, the ones was more about Jordan introducing to the NBA. The 3s was the one that made it like a streetwear thing. You feel me? Like, yo, the whole hood need these. And I don't think it had a splash like that until the 11s dropped after, years after. But all right, so we're about to get out of here. So you know what we got to do. What is on feet today? If you didn't go anywhere yet, what is gonna be on feet today?
All right. Well, I'm about to go out in like around 11 o'clock, and what I'm thinking about putting on actually, I still have them. My blue foam posit ones, the pennies. I still got them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm actually gonna put those on. I haven't worn them in a hot minute, and I just love I love foam posits. I always love foam posits. They got a special place in my heart. They killed them with the colors, but I still the OGs is my babies. Like I just love those original colorways, and I just love them. So I didn't wear them in a while. I'm putting them on today. See how they feel.
got it, got it.
All right, so great thing you mentioned the pennies, right?
Yeah,
Because we're gonna return back to last week's show. We talked about our journeys, right?
yeah.
And the pennies was a part of JL's journey. And today I'm gonna wear the sneakers that started it all. Now my Landy 14s, these are definitely coming on today.
I
Haven't
love.
stepped out just yet, but we're gonna put those on today.
I may have to get a pair. Of those, man.
So I jumped in the time machine and I took out one of my early grails, and it is the Ray Allen Olympic Jordan 6s. I remember fiending for these, and when they retro, even though I don't like the way they switched up the
Yeah,
white to blue ratio at the bottom for these, I still needed to have them, and I'm still happy I got them. They haven't crumbled on me yet. You can clearly tell they've been through a lot, but these are still my babies, and I like them more now than when they came out. Because when they came out, it was the shoe of the time. You feel me? But now it's like, yo, I wear these, and unless you don't know. You feel me? So like, if I see somebody give me the sneaker nod, like I know, like, all right, legit, this person's a part of the culture because they know what these are. The average sneaker consumer would just think that's another Jordan 6. So really rocking with those now.
I definitely gave those away. I gave those away too. definitely gave those away too. bro.
And I told you not to do it, bro. I told you not to do it. You know what? When he was giving away his collection, what it was like? You know when you see that movie where, like, yo, your homeboy's about to get married, and you know this just not the one. You're like, bro, don't do it. And he's like, hey, yo, he's here. You will. Nah, bro, I gotta be responsible. But I'm like, bro, don't do it.
Long room, bro.
Don't give it. Don't give you. Come on, keep your heart 2 stacks. Keep your heart. Well, he was just so gun ho, man.
Oh man, that's part of the
But I'm
game.
happy you back, bro. Streets miss you.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
And that is our episode for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching this episode once again. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe below. Like the video, leave your comments below. Let us know what is your favorite silhouette. We all chose Jordans. Yours don't even have to be Jordans. It could be any sneaker silhouette. Leave that below in the comment section. Until next week, peace.
Peace out. And